All right, there's some news going seriously under the radar. And if you've watched this channel before, you know that I often scream about Donald Trump's very clear cognitive decline that is getting so much worse by the day. And just in the last 48 hours, we got some news that Google was accused of blocking searches about Trump and dementia. I want to walk you through this article, especially in a time where we're seeing this rising executive authority, and Trump is using the levers of government to go after people he disagrees with, to go after his opponents, and to pressure companies to do what is politically advantageous to him. Because if they don't, he will come after them. Their stock price will fall. They could face, potentially executive orders. We've seen him sign executive orders, for example, against law firms, and all of that equates to losing money. So this is not that far out of the realm. We'll read this in a second. Before we start, though, let's back up a little bit, because finally Democratic leaders are starting to call this out, and it is so good to see. Listen to J.B. Pritzker here talk about Donald Trump's health, because he was pretty blunt.
Let me start by saying it appears that Donald Trump not only has dementia set in, but he's copying tactics of Vladimir Putin, sending troops into cities, thinking that that's some sort of proving ground for war, or that indeed there's some sort of internal war going on in the United States, is just, frankly, inane. And I'm concerned for his health.
I couldn't have said it better myself. I mean, the guy is losing it, concerned for his health. He's sending, troops into cities. And this clip, quickly, I want to show you before you loop back to the article, and then I show you more clips from Donald Trump recently. Just listen to this guy speak. It's like, sometimes I think if you're supporting Donald Trump, you don't listen to him talk. Like, just force literally any one of your MAGA friends or family members to sit down and be like, watch 20 minutes of this guy, because it's insane. And by the way, if you are going to share this video with a MAGA friend or family member, go right down below and hit subscribe. If you don't know, my name is Mowrey. I'm filling in for Adam Mockler on the Adam Mockler channel, so you can subscribe right down below. We're trying to build something big, uplift Gen Z voices moving in to the midterms on this channel. And I also have my own YouTube channel, which will be linked in the description down below. I appreciate you guys so much for all the love lately. All right, let's listen to Donald Trump. It's going to be painful, but it's only 40 seconds. You got to hear this.
Really a stupid person that works for him mentioned the word nuclear. I moved a submarine or two, I won't say about the two, over to the coast of Russia, just to be careful, because we can't let people throw around that word. I call it the N-word. There are two N-words, and you can't use either of them. You can't use either of them. And frankly, if it does get to use, we have more than anybody else. We have better, we have newer, but
It's actually hard to articulate to people who don't understand where we're at right now with, not just in American history, but where we're at with this guy specifically. It's hard to articulate without just playing a video like this. And I think a lot of people find stuff like this funny when he just goes on these insane rambles. This is disgusting for a variety of reasons, but any given ramble people find funny. It's hard not to just laugh at the guy, which I get. But also, this is so dangerous. We've normalized this as oh yeah, well, that's funny. My uncle does that. My friends do that. Everyone has dumb moments. This is the leader of the free world. This is not a random guy. I tell people this all the time when I debate them on TikTok Live. Why are we comparing the president of the United States so often when he goes on these weird rambles or trips over his words to it's just how everyone talks. My standard for president of the United States is pretty damn high. And it feels like everybody in this country, their standard for president of the United States is in the ground, frankly, in the ground. Let me loop you back to this. And then I want to play this video from Jimmy Kimmel, because he so perfectly talks about a lot of what we've seen from Donald Trump in the last few days, especially him talking to the military, and Pete Hegseth talking about how everybody needs to be fit, which is pretty ironic considering the commander-in-chief is fit is probably be a strong word to list Donald Trump as. Let me read this really Quickly from the Daily Beast, Google has been accused of hiding AI search results when users seek information about whether 79-year-old Donald Trump has dementia. Typing the prompt, "Does Trump show signs of dementia?" into Google's search bar did bring up a list of websites, along with the message, quote, "An AI overview is not available for this search," The Verge reported. The AI overview notice is no longer displayed at the top of the search results. When switched to AI mode, Google does not provide a generated summary of information. Instead, it just displays the top websites that appear when you search. This, in particular, Trump and dementia. By contrast, Google does provide an AI summary about 82-year-old Joe Biden, who has also faced questions about his mental acuity during his time in office. Quote, "Assessing whether Joe Biden shows signs of dementia is a complex question with various perspectives and differing conclusions," Google's AI mode states. It also lists examples of why Biden may be experiencing cognitive decline or apparent signs of dementia. So again, that's pretty interesting. Doesn't show it for Trump, shows it for Biden. The Verge suggested Google might be, quote, "worried about the president's response to questions about his alleged mental decline." YouTube, which Google owns, and obviously you're watching on right now, also agreed this week to pay $24.5 million to settle a lawsuit brought by Trump after his account was suspended in the wake of the January 6th attack on the Capitol in 2021. So again, I don't know what's happening here. You can let me know what you think in the comments down below, because I don't know the answer, but it's not super surprising. We've seen these companies fold over and over and over and over again. And the website that you're probably watching this on, if it's the Adam Mockler YouTube channel, again, Google is paying out these lawsuits right now. Make sure you go down below and hit like. Again, it goes such a long way. Let me take you to what Jimmy Kimmel had to say about these things are connected. His dementia and clear cognitive, his ranting, but also his physical health, right? We've seen the bruises on his hands, the swelling of his ankles. And just this week, when he's going on these dementia-ridden rants in front of our military, our men and women who so bravely serve, they're also spinning in this whole idea of like, we only want fit generals, no more, quote, fat generals, as Pete Hegseth said. Take a listen to Jimmy Kimmel's response.
Donald Trump actually said our new military will bring back new focus on fitness. I love the idea that Trump is lecturing these guys on fitness. I mean, if that isn't the fondue pot calling the kettle fat, I don't know what is. Listen up, generals. I want to make something very clear. The Pillsbury Dough president wants you to do Pilates. The only push-ups Donald Trump does are from the side of an ice cream truck. If you get so fat you start breaking escalators, you are unfit to serve in the military. But
obviously mentioning there, or referencing there, I should say, Donald Trump at the UN when the escalator broke. And it's so good, excuse me, to see Jimmy Kimmel back on the air. I often look back at President Biden's comments on political humor in this country, and no matter who's making fun of you or what side of the aisle they come from, that it's so deeply important and it's so much more than just humor. It's core to our free speech and our ability to make fun of our leaders. It also gets people involved who normally aren't involved in politics. When they see something funny about politics, it kind of brings new people in, and we always want more people involved. So really, really great to see Jimmy Kimmel there. Let me play another video for you of Donald Trump just in the last few days to really hammer home how bad this cognitive decline is. Take a listen.
Nothing bad can happen. It can only good happen. But with Tylenol, don't take it. Don't take it. And if you can't live, if your fever is so bad, you have to take one, because there's no alternative to that. Sadly, first question, what can you take instead? It's actually, there's not an alternative to that. And as you know, other of the medicines are absolutely proven bad. I mean, they've been proven bad with the aspirins and the Advils and others, right? And they've been proven bad. So I'd like.
Okay, I'm not going to speak on the actual substance of that, because it'll take, the next 30 minutes. Please, 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 I beg you, listen to a doctor on things like this. This whole press conference was so disgusting, so full of misinformation. But again, this is why I say, like, people who vote for Trump, there's no way they're listening to this guy speak. There's like multiple points. He says, listen to the beginning of this one more time. Listen.
Nothing bad can happen. It can only good happen.
Nothing bad can happen. It can only good happen. That's what Donald Trump said at the beginning of that video. What does that even mean? I mean, it's absurd. Also, from this press conference you might have not seen, take a listen.
This country is going through what parts of the world are going through. And I will say there are parts of the world that don't take Tylenol. I mean, there's a rumor, and I don't know if it's so or not, that Cuba, they don't have Tylenol because they don't have the money for Tylenol, and they have virtually no autism, okay? Tell me about that one. And there are other parts of the world where they don't have Tylenol, where they don't have autism.
Again, just wrong for so many reasons, like just pure misinformation there. And again, when I play clips like this for people, and when I'm talking to people who voted for Trump, they often say, well, you know, maybe it's not true, but, you know, that's not on him. He's just talking about something he heard. Again, the bar for president of the goddamn United States, the leader of the free world, is in the ground. I expect the president, I mean, maybe I'm crazy, but I expect the president to not get on stage at any point and speak like this in terms of, you know, not verifiable information that he has not verified previously that has direct impacts on other people's lives, which is literally every time the president speaks. That's pretty effing bare minimum, in my opinion. And it's like, there's no way that this guy is not cognitively declining, rambling like more so than ever. He's always been like this, but this is nuts. These are truly incoherent rants. Like Donald Trump, remember just a few days ago at the UN complaining that he didn't get the renovation job for the building. He's talking to the rest of the world. Quote, they decided to go in another direction, which was much more expensive at the time and which actually produced a far inferior product. He went on and on and on talking about this. And obviously it's incoherent. It's insane. We see it every single day. But also he's posting stuff like this on his social media account. I don't know if you saw this, but this is Donald Trump reposting an AI video of him. And I want to know what you think in the comments down below. I don't know if he thinks this is real. This is like insane. It's having real world consequences, costing people potentially their lives. Take a listen.
Breaking now. President Donald J. Trump has announced a historic new healthcare system, the launch of America's first MedBed hospitals and a national MedBed card for every citizen.
Every American will soon receive their own MedBed card. With it, you'll have guaranteed access to our new hospitals led by the top doctors in the nation, equipped with the most advanced technology in the world. These facilities are safe, modern, and designed to restore every citizen to full health and strength. This is the beginning of a new era in American healthcare.
Now, again, obviously an AI video. It is AI generated. It is not real. But if we go on message boards with like really diehard Trump supporters, QAnon specifically, they believe it to be true. And it's actually kind of sad. This is a comment from someone, quote, such exciting times. My brother's cancer is sadly worse than they once thought. Keeping the faith that they will arrive in time, referring to this MedBed thing that, again, Trump posted. It's an AI video of him, if not resurrection. And these comments are everywhere. This is somebody saying, I'm praying that this is true, referring to the video I just showed you, not for me, but for my granddaughter who was recently diagnosed with a brain tumor. This stuff costs lives. And Donald Trump mentally declining like this and potentially trying to hide it is really, really, it's scary and it's dangerous. I cannot wait to move past this time in American history, and fundamentally, I believe we will. You just have to make sure you're registered to vote and keep using your voice. I appreciate you so much. Click like down below, hit subscribe. Again, it means the world. My name is Chris Mowrey, filling in for Adam Mockler. Link to my YouTube channel is in the description down below. You guys are the best. Be safe, be easy, have a great start to your weekend. I'll see you in the next video.